Hey everyone, and welcome back to the smoking section. If you're wondering why I have the biggest smile on my face right now, well, I'm going to tell you this right now. It's not because I got lucky tonight, but I did get lucky tonight because I have two of the coolest, most chillest, most awesome guys that I have ever met in the smoking section right now to go over Johnny Smokes the J Train. And let me tell you, this cigar is going to blow your mind. And I'm not even going to hold back any longer. I'm going to light this stick up. I'm going to bring them in. Please help me welcome Johnny Smokes and Kevin from Protocol Cigars. Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's up, everybody out there in the smoking section land? How's it going? And Sean, I want to thank you for having us here. It's like I said, as soon as you asked, I was like, absolutely, because the last time I sat in with this character here, I had one of the best times. And when you asked me to come in and talk about, like you showed everybody this beautiful stick that we collaborated with this wonderful guy. It's amazing. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Well, I got to say, and I know that we were talking a little bit before, we wound up going live. It means so much to me to be able to be what I would consider small potatoes and have two awesome guys that have started from basically nothing, having just getting into this and creating a powerhouse such as Protocol Cigars and Johnny Smokes Uncut. It is just the greatest thing in the world to have you guys here in the smoking section with me. So thank you guys so much for being here with me.
Dude, it's a blast. I appreciate the invite, man. Seriously. And like we were talking about, Sean, is like whether you had 2 followers or 2 million followers, it's like for me, like you said, is when I started the group, Johnny Smokes Uncut, we were in, it was funny. It was like when I was in single digits, my first thing was like, I can't wait to get 50 followers. Then we hit 50. It's like, oh my God, once we hit 100, it's going to be triple digits. And that's the thing. You try to remember back now, less than a year, we are 3,700 strong. And that's the best thing. And that's why, what's up, Eric? I'm sorry, I had to give a shout out to Eric. He said he was in beer. But anyway,
absolutely.
But this is the thing where it's like a lot of manufacturers forget where they came from and forgot that, hey, listen, we all started with a couple followers at once. And like I said, Sean, for you, I don't care if you had 2 followers, and I'll say it again, or 2 million. I was going to do this show because, number one, you're a genuine person. It was a great time the last time we were on. And listen, and that's the one thing which I am fortunate enough, there's a lot of manufacturers that still hook up with Johnny Smokes Uncut, even though we're this little group that is growing at leaps and bounds. And let's, like I said, we don't forget about the little guy because we were the little guy. We were this. The same with Kevin. With
I still am the little guy.
This is like Kevin here, Protocol Cigars, the little guy fighting, scratching, clawing to get their name out there. And you know what?
Exactly.
If you forget that, come on, dude. We're in the same game, brother.
Exactly. And I've said it before, and I mean, even when I did my morning cigar talk last Friday, I usually do like a Tuscanello that I start my day off with my morning cigar talk, and I just couldn't hold back. I wound up doing the J Train to just start my morning off. And you know what? I got to tell you, smoking this cigar, it just, no joke, it brings happiness to your soul. Like it is such an awesome cigar. The flavor profile is just so unique. The band just represents everything that you guys have built. Just, that your own style that Protocol and Johnny Smokes has built. And I got to tell you, it is just a banger of a cigar. It really is.
I appreciate that, brother. And you know what? Like I said, I always gotta give thanks to both Kevin and Juan, and you know why? It was a team effort. These guys were nice enough to give me carte blanche to do the blend, to do the size, and say, John, this is your baby, run with it. But right. In the same thing, it was like Kevin here has been super supportive, and he was like, John, I trust you this is your blend, but we're behind you 100%. And for the artwork, which I'll give him a shout out, the artwork with the J Train and the bundle. This is Juan Cancel. He did all this artwork, and I always joke when Juan's like, I want to do the artwork for the cigar. I'm like, oh my God, this is gonna be in like crayon with a train on it. I'm like, oh God, it's gonna be a mess. But I'll tell you what, I give shout outs to Juan. He did a awesome freaking job. And like I said, and also, which I give love to this character right here, N1, for basically the best part is they were like pushing me out in front. That was the best part. They were like, John, this is yours. John, this is your blend. Do this. This is you. And but also with the same thing, it's like I bounced everything off these guys, and they weren't just supportive. They were like super supportive. And that's why, hey, he's not just a cigar like a partner. He's like a best friend. You know what I mean? So
exactly.
And Juan, and that's what the best part of this is.
So, and I don't know if I've ever heard you guys actually talk about this, but before I ask my question, you guys do have some followers that are up in here with us as well. Nick is saying, "What's up, John? J Train all day long."
Nick, love Nick.
And yes, we do have somebody coming from Facebook saying, "Kevin is not the little guy, but Protocol Cigars is growing by the minute."
Yeah, it is. I'm telling you, and that's the best thing. Is like Nick, like yourself, Sean. Nick was here. And the funny part is, and like if Nick, I got to apologize for, it's like,
I don't know if we're having trouble. I don't know if we're having trouble at a Caravan Cigar Company or not. Not sure if you guys can still hear me or not. We're still rolling. Hey Ron, am I frozen? Is the whole stream frozen, or is it just Johnny? Somebody let me know. So basically, while I'm trying to see if what's going on with everything. So you guys can hear me. Okay, so we lost Johnny. So let me see if I can try and get Johnny back real quick, everybody. Trying to see if I can get John back up. Let me see what's going on. Try and send that to him again, everybody. Sorry about that, guys. Hey, so they are frozen. So I'm gonna try and see if I can get them back in. I just sent them another invite to see if we can get them back. I guess they're having some technical difficulties over there at Caravan. See what I can try and do to try and get them back in here. We might have to try and kick this back up into style again. Let me see what I can do for everybody real quick. So if anybody knows, if you guys found this through Johnny Smokes and we do wind up having to put another one up, let me throw this in there real quick. That is the Johnny says on shortly. Sorry. Okay, so let's see if that'll bring it back up. So if we wind up having to, reboot this one more time, you can go to this link in the description. I just posted it in the description. That is the smoking section page, or you guys can go to YouTube to find this, because it's not going to post in Johnny Smokes unless I wind up posting it again. So they're trying to figure out what's going on their side. I'm sorry about this, everybody. We had a problem last time with Johnny Smokes and Protocol Cigar. So it's a matter of trying to get everything synced up really well. But we're still going to make this happen. I promise you all that. We're still going to be going live with Johnny Smokes again. So if you are part of the smoking section and you guys are part of Johnny Smokes as well. If you guys wind up getting the link or seeing the second upload, if we have to upload another video, then please just share the link so that way other people that were in here before can get back in with it. Yeah, Jessica's saying it could be a connection issue. Yeah, I'm not sure. You know, with the storm, it is raining on this side of the world right now. So I'm not sure if that's having something to do with everything going on right now, but they are trying to get in. Just trying to stay in contact with Johnny Smokes. But yeah, so we are going over the J Train tonight. Johnny and Kevin are trying to get everything worked out. Devices are not connected. He will be joining us shortly. So it looks like Johnny Smokes is trying to get back in. So let me go ahead and throw him in. We don't even have to try and go back up. Yo, what's up, guys?
Listen, guys, I apologize. And you know what? I don't want to hear shit out of this guy here because, listen, I'm going to explain to you guys why this computer is the computer that the laptop we are on right now was my dad. He passed away 2 years ago. This was his. So this laptop holds a lot of special things for me, but it is like it's on its way out. And this character right here, Mr. IT, is like, John, get a new damn computer.
This isn't the first
so
time.
No, but listen, after this, Sean, after this, tomorrow I will be ordering a new laptop. I apologize, and if it happens again, I'm sorry, and we will get back on as fast as we can. But I'm sorry, good. Sean, where did we leave
off? We have
off?
a backup laptop in my car, so if it happens again, I'm going to fire that up. John will send me a link. We'll be back on in like 2 minutes.
Yeah, we apologize.
Nope, that's fine. That is fine, everybody. So basically, what I wanted to go over with you guys, and I'm not sure, if anybody has asked yet, or if I'm going to be one of the first, which I'm probably not. But how did this come to be? So obviously, Johnny, you, Kevin, and Juan are like a really tight-knit friendship, really tight-knit family. Were you guys just sitting around one day and they were just like, "Yo, would you ever create a cigar? Like, what would you do?" How did this all come to be?
Well, it's funny. The group itself started taking off. Johnny Smokes and Cut. So we were, like I said, we were like boom, boom, and it just Johnny Smokes shot through the roof. So we were like happy, and of course, with everything, we have people asking us, "So when are you coming out with your cigar, John?" I'm like, "Yo, listen." I at first, believe it or not, Sean, I didn't want to have nothing to do with it. I'm like, no. It's like I want to build this first, Johnny Smokes Uncut, and we'll go from there. And then it was then of course then it came back. When are you gonna after 1,000, then 2,000? They're like, when are you gonna do your own cigar? I'm like, oh my god. So the one day I'm talking with Kevin and even Kevin asked, like, I think you should do your own cigar. I'm like, dude, I don't have a clue what we should do, and that's why I defer to this guy.
I'll tell.
Go ahead.
I'll tell a part of the story, but we were at our office in our studio, and I was looking at John. I go, well, he goes, "Oh, people keep asking about a cigar," and I'm like, "John, it's easy. It's not a hard process, right?" I said, picking out the blend and everything. You work with Hector. We'll give you those, ring, make the size, and I said the biggest thing is we got to put a band on it, and we got to put a sticker on the packaging, and pick the color of the construction paper. I mean, really, that's about it. So, I said, John, it's an easy process. It's just timing. So we put it in, and then we just got to wait and make sure that we're targeting the right dates. And thank God we nailed it. And I'll let John talk more about that. But yeah, for John being a good partner to Protocol and shares office space with us in our studio, and we're hanging out, pretty much, 5 days a week, it was a no-brainer for me to support John and what he's done for Protocol, giving us sponsorship, promotes all my events, and comes to them. So yeah, it was an easy project.
It was, and to add on to that was like I liked that even with three guys, it's like sometimes guys are getting pulled in different directions what they want. It's like Kevin could have said, "I'm envisioning this." Juan could have said, "No, I'm envisioning this," and I could have said, "I'm envisioning this," and it would have never left the ground. But the best part about this group was with both Juan and Kevin was like, I had my idea with what I wanted to do. When I got to the blend, they're like, let's try it. We tried the blend. And I said, this is the one. I want a 5x50 in this size. We tried it. And in our opinion, what do you think?
It
was like one of the first blends we tried.
Right.
And Kenneth, the size is with Kenneth, I saw Kenneth. We do 5x50 because it was a limited run right now. And I'm a Robusto guy because I smoke a lot of cigars with both my personal life and working part-time at CI. I ain't got time, and nothing against 6x60s, 7x70s, 8x80s. I don't have the time for that. For me, I want to smoke. I want to try it. I want to, enjoy it. Let's move on to the next one. That's me.
Right.
But you got some guys that they love their 660, bang for the buck, sit there, enjoy it. God bless you. There is nothing wrong with. I don't ever knock somebody for a different size. If there's somebody likes a 9x90,
right,
if that, go for it. That's your wheelhouse. Knock your socks off. Me,
Yep.
I'm a Robusto guy.
And Sean, let me just say why Juan and I would let John do that, right? It has our name on it, right? But it's really putting Johnny Smokes in the group in the forefront. But I know what John smokes. I hang out with him just about every day. So
Right.
I'm worried that he was going to blend something, horrible. Now, if he did, it would have been like, wow, your first attempting, blend with Hector sucked. But it didn't. It hit the mark. And it was surprising because John's actually more of a fuller-bodied smoker than I am. He likes the Syrah Peel Maduro. He likes the less Maduro, right? And I go to the natural side of it. But John, in my palate's experience, was more of, wow, this is an anytime a day cigar. Yeah. I love it.
And that's what I shot for was because for myself too is like, listen, there's those times when the guy's out there reaching your humidor, your little hearth, and you pull out a cigar and you're like, ah, shit, I just had 2 cigars. I don't know if I could smoke this. The best part about this beautiful thing right here, you get it in the camera, Jesus Christ.
Yep.
The best thing about this is you could smoke this for me and Kevin and Juan. You could smoke this first thing in the morning and you'll be like, not bad. It's hitting the mark. You could smoke 2-3 cigars after that in the afternoon and be like, it's still hitting base. And then at the end of the night, you'd be like, you know what? It's still there. I could still taste it. It's still got the punch, but it's not overwhelming. So you're not going to smoke this and then smoke something else and be like, I don't taste it, or vice versa. It's like, oh my God, that J Train cigar drowned out everything that I had.
Exactly.
So it was like I said, was something that we all agreed on.
Right. I mean, for me, like I said, I wound up doing, the J Train for my morning cigar talk that I do every Friday. And, as soon as I was done smoking it, I was just like, my mouth isn't on fire. I was able to pair it with a nice cup of coffee. I didn't feel like I had the jitters from like too much nicotine or like too much spice. It was just like the perfect cigar to blend with it, and it just, it really is just a beautiful, beautiful blend. And I really didn't expect anything less from Protocol or Espinosa,
Yeah,
we can let him in on a secret. It's not really a secret.
Well, it's not really a secret. I'll tell you what. With Sean, it's not a secret. It's not breaking news. Are you talking about words from?
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody who knows me, we do this thing with Protocol when they do their show. It's called Man Crush. All right.
Okay.
It's like, what cigar manufacturer is your Man Crush? Which his is Terrence Riley, Fragon Orsa.
Okay.
One is Matt Booth, Room 101.
Okay.
And for me, my Man Crush is AJ Fernandez.
Okay.
It was just like I was always big and spicy, in your face. Like after I get a few bourbons in me, I'm in your face. I'm like, yo, what's up? And that's the same. I like his cigars are my personality. So when I found out that Espinosa was making my cigar, I also found out that a lot of the ingredients were going to be imported from the AJ side.
Nice. Okay.
So for me,
and for the guys out there that watch this show, Eric Espinosa and Protocol have a very tight relationship. Our Elliot Ness is actually made out of the San Latano factory.
Yep.
And this J Train was made out of the San Latano factory. Now blended under the watchful eye, as Juan says, of Hector Alfonso. But
yes,
Eric makes a lot of his cigars not only at La Zona, but also now because we're growing. And, factories are only so big, and AJ has some very massive factories that we're fortunate enough that Eric has a great relationship, and we can make some cigars, through Lazona, but with that partnership with AJ Fernandez. So that was a big honor for John, because that is his man crush. And when I told him that, I think he had a little tear in his eye. He was like,
I can imagine.
Yeah, I definitely teared up, and it was like one of those things that when I found out that it was, sort of influenced from AJ through, of course, Hector, who is amazing. And that's the funny thing is, like, Hector Alfonso I don't think he gets the recognition he deserves, to be totally honest with you, for Lazona. Everybody knows Eric, and everybody knows AJ
and Jack.
And Jack Tarano, of course. Thank you, because Jack's a great guy. And Juan Cancel. But a lot of people, Hector is sort of like, they call him what, Mr. Warmth, or what do they call him?
Warmth.
Mr. Warmth, and he's anything but. But he has given me like a lot of positive insight. Let's just say Hector throws around compliments like manhole covers. Do you know what I mean? They're far and few. But when he gave me some good insight and some good compliments, I took that to heart from Hector. And not and I love Eric, I love AJ, but to hear positive from Hector, especially when you know how he is, he's very, very laid back, and just like he's in your face. And like I said, the story, like I told you guys, I don't know if I told you, but I told Kevin, when I first started doing my interviews, I get this message from Hector. And I'm like, oh.
This is back when you were on YouTube.
This is when I was YouTube. So I get this message from Hector. I'm like, oh, God. He goes, give me your phone number. I'm like, all right, what did I say? What did I do wrong? Am I going to get yelled at? So I'm like, all right. So I gave him my phone number. I'm like, all right, in a day or two, he'll call me. As soon as I get the number, my phone's ringing. I'm like, oh, my God. It's like, what the hell did I say? What did I say wrong? It's like, so.
You're replaying everything in your head.
Oh, my God. Sean, I was like, my heart was sinking, because it was like, I respect this guy. So I'm like, hey, how's it going? He goes, hey, John, your lighting sucks. I'm like, oh, God. So I'm like, okay, because we were sitting upstairs here. I'm at Caravan right now. We were sitting upstairs, and yes, the lighting does suck. And he let me know that it did. John, your lighting sucks. Work on your lighting. I'm like, well, here we go. And he goes, but I want to tell you something, John. What you're doing is good. And keep up the good work. You're doing a lot of great stuff. And don't tell anybody I told you that. Even though I don't care. I'm throwing it out there because I got a compliment from Hector Alfonso, a fellow Mets and Dolphins fan, and it was amazing. But I'll tell you what, like at first I was shitting bricks, because I was like, all right, my cigar reviews have just hit the bricks and I'm done. So, but that's a quick story I wanted to share with you guys.
I mean, for me, I've always had this thought process. Like for me, like my, I guess, man crush for cigars, I've always loved Danley Honduras Tobacco and LFD. One of my absolute favorite cigars is the Clown, the Double Maduro. I'm a full-bodied smoker myself. I love the intensity of the cigar. I love how the cigar looks. It's very unique. And on my Friday morning cigar talk, I wound up, saying a lot of it was about creating your own cigar. Like, has anybody ever thought of, getting to where you are now? And, one of the things that I thought of, especially with my logo, was I was going to call it Double Blessings and have it a Double Maduro barber pole and have the prayer hands on it and everything. But, to think about it and then have you actually living it right now, I mean, that's got to be such a rush. Like, what happened after the event? Like, did you wake up the next morning and kind of just say like, wow, like that really just happened? Like, it was an absolute sellout. Everybody loved the cigar except for that one guy.
Yeah.
But
that is no surprise though, Sean. The guy that fucking drilled my cigar, it was almost like, oh, the sun's gonna rise tomorrow. It was just like, okay. It's like I expected this, because he's anti-Honduran, like you said, And I made the big mistake of I think if I wouldn't have told this character that there was no Honduran in it, he would have never guessed it, because you cannot tell that earthiness, that that Honduran taste you get, the earthy,
exactly,
with a hit of bitterness, with he would have never got that because how subtle it was. But I made the mistake of telling him there was Honduras in it, and it's like anything, it's like this took over from this. But I'll tell you what, to go back to what you were saying, there's a process to what you just asked. So at first it's like, okay, number one, I hope people like the cigar. Right. All right. Number two was like, I hope people buy the cigar. That helps things out. And then it was, I hope the cigars here are on time to when the event was, because the event was Saturday. We got them Wednesday.
Right.
So that's no lie. And I want to thank Eric Espinoza for getting them out there quick. Eric really expedited everything. So the Espinoza factory was awesome with getting it out there. So then it was just like, all right, they're here. Hopefully they sell.
Right.
And then we went to a good problem when Kevin walked up to me and said, John, and in fact, I'm going to get close to the camera. He was like, I don't think we have enough. So I'll keep it up. He goes, I don't think we have enough. So it's like, so anyway, Sean, that's a good problem to have.
Right.
So, but still, it's one of those things that, especially a lot of people that are looking for your cigar, you're hoping that they're like, yes, they're plentiful. And then when we're up in the front, they're like, zoom, zoom, zoom. Well, you were here. They were just.
I was here. I mean, they were flying.
And then all of a sudden, the online kicks in, and then whatever was up there, it's like online. Then next thing I look at up on the front here, and we're down to like 8 freaking bundles. I'm like, Kevin was right.
Yep.
We don't have enough.
Yep.
And then I got people messaging me, John, can you get me more? I'm like, no, I can't. They're gone. They are out the freaking door. There's nothing I can do. Caravan has them online. The sales here were freaking amazing. And like I said, if you remember, we did limit to one bundle per person at first.
Yep.
And then when they went online and we saw there was a little bit of leeway, we let people buy seconds, and then online kicked in. We were sold out by what, 8, 9 o'clock?
That was it.
8, 9 o'clock, 200 bundles. Done.
Yeah,
So,
which, I thought that was nice that you guys, let people that came to the event get dibs on a second bundle. I thought that was awesome that you did that. Because, I think personally, especially, I guess I can say this because I made the journey, but if you made the effort to come there and be part of the event, yes, we all got, the awesome patches and everything that came with it.
Yes.
And, we all got that, but then it was like, okay, so we still have some left over. Let's treat everybody to a second pack, and then whatever's left over, then we'll send online. So, I mean, that was just awesome the way that you guys handled everything. And yeah, let me bring that up and show everybody. Go ahead and throw that to the camera.
There
again.
it is.
Those patches are awesome.
That's Juan can't sell right there, guys. I'm going to give my boy props. Whoever,
he actually called me. I had to approve the expense, and I said, yeah, you know what? That's a really good idea.
So that was a great patch. He did a wonderful job on that. And like I said, the whole process, Sean, was kind of surreal because, when it went from we hope we sell to we didn't sell, we don't have enough. But the thing we try to do is like you said, we had guys making journeys from 2, 3, 4 hours away and plus some.
Yep.
So it's like you wanna make sure these guys who made the journey to the shop got it. And that's why we talked to Caravan. They wanted to try to blow it out, and they're business guys. So their thing is like get them out as fast as possible and blow them out. But we're like, let's pull back on the reins. The people who come here get first cracks, and they were cool with that. And, with the online sales, which we see from the post, they are landing fast and furious. So that's another thing that we're happy with. about how fast that Caravan got the bundles out there.
I think shipping wise, as soon as Wednesday. So if they shipped on Monday, I think some guys had them on Tuesday.
Dude, it was super
fast.
Some of the guys that we knew didn't make it, and all of a sudden we're like watching their orders pop. I was like, holy shit, would they overnight these damn things? I was like, hopefully we're not paying for that, right?
I mean,
that's on them.
I gotta give out a big shout out to Caravan Cigar Company, because going there for my first time, you know, walking through the door, you know, being greeted by Pops and, you know, just everybody there, that just it felt like you walked into like your long lost cousin's house.
Yeah.
And, you know, they were just like, you know, hey, welcome. How are you? What are you doing? How are you doing? You here for the event? Great. Make yourself at home. We got drinks, beverages, this, that. I mean, it didn't even feel like you were going away, you know, from home. It felt like you went to your local cigar shop and they just were like, oh, you're new here? Well, come on in, man. Your family, come on in. You know, it was such an awesome experience. You didn't walk in feeling like, who the hell are you? What the hell are you doing here? Like you get from some cigar, you know, shops,
right,
where they kind of look at you like you're not a regular. So what the hell are you doing here?
Yeah, you're right, Sean. Some cigar shops are very territorial, but the best part is to see some of the people who are out there, like Nick here. Nick's online here. I think I saw Lena post too.
Yes, Lena did the choo-choo.
Yeah, well, yeah, there you go, Lena. And Lena was here, and so was Nick. And for them to come in and show support, you figure, and Bill Zika, he's a big time freaking supporter for both Caravan, and thank God for the J Train. And you're talking, Nick came from a long way to get down here. Lena has her own shop. She got off. She came here. And somebody like yourself, Sean, 2 hours, 2 hours away, if I'm not mistaken. And look at and look at Ron Graycliffe is on here too. He hates when I call him that, but I still call him Ron Graywolf. I call him and no, Ron, I didn't drink too much. I just did it to be a smartass. Ron Graywolf, Graycliffe. He made the journey. He helped me out handing out bundles. But a gentleman like himself, he's definitely over an hour and a half, almost 2 hours trip. So guys like that who took the time out to come down here, how can you refuse these guys a bundle and possibly a second bundle? You can't. And that's where I'm going to give Caravan props for. And I'm going to throw us and especially Kevin in. It was a group game plan. It wasn't just them. It wasn't just us. It was a group game plan on what we had to do. And they had their ideas. We had our ideas. And both the ideas came together as a team. That is the best thing about this shop and about the guys from Caravan, how they were more than accommodating. That's the word. Thank you for the word. Accommodating enough. Well, thank you. I don't know. Yeah, but I don't know the Espanol. So it was nice to get be accommodating on both groups to get everybody what they wanted.
Yep.
Yes, I do. What? Believe me, Sean. I wish I had another 200 bundles, because if I could count how many times afterwards when they were already sold, that people are like, I need a bundle. I need 2 bundles. And they're like, what the hell? I'm like,
right,
guys.
So I'm going to tell you a funny story real quick. So we're going into this event, right? And I'm getting blown up. He's getting blown up. Juan's getting blown up about getting these bundles, right? And Caravan their phone's going off the charts, right? The text messages, the inboxes in Facebook, right? So I was at home and I had a little bit of downtime. So I went on my laptop and I'm like, you know what? We have 100 extra bands. We have 100 extra stickers. Called up Eric. I put in the PO right away. Those are coming. And John and I talked. Protocol Pool Party, July 17th. Get your tickets, people. 6 days left at a $50 discount.
Where can you get that cigar at?
You're going to be able to get it at the Protocol Pool Party. John will be in conjunction with Protocol Cigars.
I will be selling,
co-sponsoring the event. We are going to have a blast. John's been involved with just about every pool party, right? Were you at the very first one at my house?
Yes, I was.
Oh, so you were at every pool party?
I was at every pool party.
Every pool party.
I rode the bull, dude. I rode the bull.
That was second year.
No, the first year I slept out in my truck. Yes. So, yes, I took a cat nap out in the truck on Kythen's driveway because I had one or too many bourbons. But
I think the second year you had a room at my house.
yes, I had the room upstairs.
He upgraded his status.
Where, if you guys see the flag behind us right here, I literally hung the flag from the window in his house. Remember that?
That's my deck. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you were on the deck and you looked up, all you saw was the Johnny Smoke's flag in the window, and it was like, yes, that's my room up there. So
there you go.
There's no doubt where the J train was sleeping.
So we have.
And if anybody can see it, Ron is posting the Protocol Pool Party event link in the comments as well. So if you haven't gotten your tickets for that, please click on that link and buy them up because it's going to be an awesome time.
I think it's Sean exclusive.
Oh, here, Sean.
Yeah.
There's an exclusive. We got an exclusive here, Sean. Go ahead, Kevin. Take it away.
So I had one run another 200 bands, 200 stickers, construction paper. So we're going to run another 200 because now what we said was this is the initial release for Caravan. We're going to do not just the 100 at Protocol Pool Party. If there's some left over there, we'll bring them back here to Caravan. You can order more, but if you weren't able to attend, but you will be able to tell your shops.
Local shops.
We're going to open this up, and we're going to have another run at 200.
Another 200 bundles, Sean.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think this is Sean. You might be the first to hear this. So
yeah,
you
absolutely.
It out with the initial 100 coming out for the pool party, and I'll tell you to be totally honest. And what Kevin's saying is about what is going to be left over. If God bless, knock on wood, if it's anything like the initial run, there's not going to be anything left over, guys.
No,
nothing
definitely
left
not.
over. And
definitely not.
And then after that, which I didn't want to say, I'm glad he did it, not me, so I didn't get in trouble. We are talking about another additional 200 bundles for shops because there are like at least four or five shops. In fact,
I have 10.
I'm trying to bother Lena, who was on here, that she might bring her into her shop.
I have about 10 shops that want to carry J Train, as a cigar. So we're going to open that up to shops as well. My Johnny Smokes go national. I mean, he's a worldwide club. We're more of a national cigar company.
Worldwide, buddy.
Worldwide, but
Worldwide.
Last I checked, Sean, 78 countries. Last I checked.
Wow.
78.
And that's starting from that 2 that you mentioned in the beginning of the video. Just
that was the
bottom of the barrel.
The
you're
initial.
less than a year old.
Yeah, we're less than a year old, Sean. 78 countries. And last I checked, Sean, that was like 4 months ago that I checked. I counted each country that we're in. Yes, some countries are 1 and some countries are 2. But when you go look back on where you're at, of course, United States is 1. And believe it or not, this is going to sound stupid. Can you even guess what the number 2 is? Take a wild guess. I'll do it. Guess 2 and 3 are really close.
All right. I would say for worldwide, I would say Australia.
Wrong.
Okay. My second guess would maybe be China.
Nope.
No. Okay. Well, go ahead and hit me with them then.
The next 2 back and back, I don't know the numbers actually, believe it or not, are, and it's just 2 and 3, I'm not 100% sure, Cuba and freaking Italy.
Well, Ron already had you down for Italy. He said Italy for one of them. So Ron had you down for Italy already.
Italy has been huge, and we're big in Europe. We're big in the Middle East. The Middle East.
To do events in Italy.
Dude, you ain't gotta sell me on that shit. I'm on board to take the J train wherever it needs to go. And it was like when I saw that both. You're talking Cuba. That's the funny thing.
What?
The place that everybody is like dying for the cigars is I think they're third. I think Italy is second, and not by much. But I belong to a couple clubs in Italy, and they've been super supportive.
Right.
And so you're talking Italy and Cuba, and it's funny. It's like the number one city, of course, is one of the number one cities. I think is New York.
Yeah, well,
New York.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it gives you those parameters online, and one of these days I'll do it on. I don't want to take up the time with that, but it's huge. New York is huge with us, and so is Italy and Cuba. And like I said, my shocker was Cuba to be like
Right.
third. A place that everybody is trying to get Cuban cigars. These characters love this knucklehead right
They're trying to get the J train, so that's where you got to try and switch it over. Say, send some Cubans for the J train, and then we can make an even trade.
Damn right.
I mean, it was really cool for me because obviously I'm not even a year old. I'm only maybe 6 or 7 months the last time I checked for me doing this, and seeing everybody that has posted, especially on Johnny Smokes Uncut, meeting Lena. I didn't even recognize Lena when I first got in there, and then you introduced me to her.
Yep.
Before I was about to leave, and I'm like, oh my God, I always see all the cigars that she has in her shop, and I'm always like, I should message her and see do they ship. But it's seeing all these people that have come together that you only see pictures and cigars, and they all came together for the J Train, to show support. I think that's what I absolutely love about the cigar community as a whole.
You know what made me feel real good, Sean, is he's in here, is Nick Marzigliano, when he told me, me and him were talking the other day, and to have him come right out and say, hey, John, do you know why your cigars did good? And I'm like, no. Yeah. And he goes, because everybody loves you.
Yep.
And to hear that, dude, that is it's like, it's super surreal when somebody says everybody loves you. And the world we live in nowadays, for somebody to say that, it's almost like a slap in the face, like, holy Jesus, and to see literally almost 100 people show up at an event, which I'll tell you what, and we got John Marzala's off on the side here, and we got Kevin here. Have you guys seen a bigger turnout at this shop? Never.
Right.
It is one of the hugest.
I had to get my dad's tent just to make sure
we put this huge tent outside. Well,
we were sitting out underneath of it.
Sean was sitting under there. Sean, you were sitting under it. But to have all these people say these wonderful, wonderful things, and to just be like, it's surreal, because you sit there, you try to soak it in your head, and then you say, I'm just trying to hang out with you guys. I'm not trying to be this. If you guys hear this shit, my work phone's going crazy. I apologize. But anyway, it's like I'm just, we are just like you guys. We just want to hang out and smoke. But then to hear the love part of it, it just opens my heart, and and the thing, Sean, is that's what a lot of guys forget, is the love of this thing here, and of the wonderful people out there that smoke these damn things. And it's about each other. It's like, no, I'll tell you what, which was weird, when a guy that came here said, what's it like to be a cigar celebrity? And I'm like, don't say that. Please don't say that. I'm not a cigar celebrity. I'm a guy that's making a cigar. Rafael Nadal is a cigar celebrity. AJ Fernandez is a cigar celebrity. Pete Johnson, Tata Wahai, that's a cigar celebrity. This guy's a bigger cigar celebrity than I'll ever be.
Nobody knows me. They know you.
But no.
I can go to a bar and get called out, and everyone's like, Johnny Smokes is here?
You're not helping my argument. You're not helping my argument, you dickhead. Stop.
You should have brought me.
I thought Kevin said he wasn't going to say much in this video.
It's one of those things. I am not a cigar celebrity. I am just like Nick Marzigliano. I'm like Ron Graywolf. I'm like Chris Haskell. I'm like Lena Ati. I'm like all these other guys. I love cigars. Yes, I put a cigar out of a group, but I do not consider myself in any way, shape, or form a fucking celebrity. Believe me. So, guys, I appreciate the title, but it's not me. like I said, yeah, Juan can't sell. How about him? Well, everybody knows Juan.
Everybody knows Juan.
And everybody knows Rafael, and everybody knows Ricky Rodriguez. Me. No, I don't want to be that.
Well, wait. So let me just say something about what John's doing, right? So John would go, before he had his own group, right? John was very active on social media. I'm not, so I'm more in the background. That's where I like to be, and that's fine, right? If I have to come to the foreground, I know how to do it. Right. But what John did with his group once he got it is he's interacting with the members of the group actively as the owner of that group. It's not called, Johnny Smokes Protocol. It's not called anything else. It's his group. But he says every time, it's not my group, it's our group, and I want you all to. And he gets crap for not going live in the morning because he does it just about every day, and it's tough to do it every day, but he tries. But I think that's what makes his group very different. John's out having a great time. You know how many times John will look and you can kind of see it in his eye, and I'm like, he goes, what we got to do? And I'm like, go live, and he's like, yeah, we got to go live. We got to show the people what we're doing today. And John and I'm fortunate to be a part of this life as well, where his kid's older. I have no kids. We can go out. We can have a really good time, during the week and especially on the weekends. But John brings the group into that fold, and people go out of their way. Like we've had, random weekends where we had Matt come up from, I call him Mac, but Matt and his wife, they came up to Caravan just to hang out because they couldn't make the J Train release, but they wanted to hang out and send an email out. It's like, hey, it's my birthday. I want to come up and hang out with you guys. I see you always up there. We love the place. We're coming up to hang out. And it's like, that's what his group's about. It's we want to hang out. We want to have a great time. It's not about pushing the J Train. That 200 bundles, we're not making millions of dollars. It's about giving people what they want. And it's also about hanging out and having a great time, a couple of drinks, the great food we had at the J Train release. We had Cynthia fly out from Puerto Rico. Sean, you got to see that.
She made the drink.
His group is just very different. And then, the sponsorships he's got, I'm fortunate. Of course, I was going to be number one. I was going to let him start a group and not be first sponsor. But I got a very special sponsorship in July. But I think John's just doing a little different, and it's just him. It's his personality. If you're around John, he's life of the party. He's going to be in your face. It's going to be crazy.
And to me, it meant everything to me. I tell this story to all my friends. When I came back, I told everybody from work that I was going to this cigar event, and I'm really the only guy at my job that, that smokes cigars. So for me, it's like a big deal. Where everybody else is like, okay, that's cool, have a good time. And going to that cigar event, after doing, the protocol interview with Johnny Smokes in there as well, I went into there and Jess is standing by me, who, if anybody doesn't know, Jess is my fiance. She's standing there and watching everybody, like a lot of people come up to me and be like, you're Sean, you have that group, the smoking section, right? And I'm like, yeah, I am. I'm that guy. That's right.
Yeah. You're around your own people. I love it.
And you're around your own people. And it meant so much to me that, after I was done with the interview, like Johnny was like, yo, man, like if you want, like post on my page, like I love what you're doing. I'm here to support you. And, the one thing that, I've been talking to a few people about is, the big thing about Facebook groups, and I know that I'm saying this on Facebook, and it's a mixed feeling, but, for you to try and, just do something like what I'm doing, where I'm not trying to make $1 million off of this. I'm not trying to quit my job and become only a cigar reviewer or whatever and make money off of it, to try and just promote yourself and just kind of show like, hey, look, I love cigars. Tell me what you guys think about this cigar. Everybody seems as though they're so stingy. Like, well, if you get on my page and do that, like you're going to steal my people, and I don't want that. And Johnny, you just were like, yo, dude, like post it up. Like, I love what you're doing. Like, come on out, post your stuff. You promote me, I promote you. Like, I scratch your back, you scratch mine. And it was just so nice to be welcomed into. And I've been a member of your group for a long time now. Like I was a member of your group before I even started a group. So I mean, for me to kind of have you to look up to and see what you do and try and, I don't want to say follow in your footsteps, but try and say like, this is working for Johnny. Let me interact with my group. Let me, not just make a page, but let me be a face of a page and involve everybody. It's not just about Sean's Facebook page. It's about a group. It's about a family. Yeah. And just watching you throughout like the years of just posting things and going live and looking like you're living your life to the fullest, but not being like, look at me, I am the great I am. It's all about me. It just inspired me.
And I got a great example of that. You said it right. It's not look at me like I'm at this high-end bar or whatever, and I got like champagne bottles with sparklers going out of it. John he says what he has to say for the group, right? Yep. But then he's like, let me show you the people that are here, right? And he goes live, and if he was going live later tonight, my face is going to be in there in 2 seconds. Marzala's face is going to be there. And he gets everybody in because it's not about him. It's about the group. It's about the people that
and that unfortunately, Sean, that's the thing a lot of groups forget about is like, listen, okay, yes, it's my group. I'm the face of the group. It's not about me. It's about everybody who adds to the group. You know what I mean? It's about guys like John here and about Kevin. And about, a lot of the other, Nick and Lena and Eric and all these other guys that get in. It's about you guys also. It's like, and unfortunately, there's a lot of groups out there. They forget about this and they think it's centered around one person. It's like, no, it's called a group for a freaking reason because it's a fucking group. Yep. We're together in this as one. And like Kevin said, when I always say this, it's not my group, it's our group. And that includes you, Sean. It's our group. And that's why when you and Dapper D and Dapper D wanted to come with his stuff, I'm like, in fact, you asked Dapper D, remember what we did for Dapper D?
I know. I
did my Johnny Smokes Uncut fireside chat on a Sunday at 7. All right. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I'm just trying to put in context what we do. He did his show at the same time. So I contacted him online. We were all online. I said, listen, how about if I push Johnny Smoke's fireside chat to 8 o'clock? That way, and he's like, seriously? I'm like, yeah, we'll move to 8. You do yours at 7, and then we'll hook up with yours, and then you come into mine. And that's what it's all about.
Yep.
It's that simple. And I'm not like, yo, Dapper, go F yourself. My thing was first at 7. F you, go to 8 if you want us. No, I was just like, Dapper, what do you say? What do you say? I move Johnny Smokes Uncut Fireside Chat to 8.
Right.
So we don't.
We're helping you. We'll come into your group, and when you're done, come in ours. Yep. And he does it. We go into his. He comes in ours. That's what it's all about.
Yep.
Unfortunately,
and I mean, for me, I have this gentleman right here, and I love when he comes into my shows. This is Dennis McDonald and his wife Jess. He's married to a Jess as well, so it gets a little confusing. But his wife Jess owns her and her daughter Finley. They own Finley's Boutique. It's a mother-daughter, company that they started. And I mean, I wound up doing a few videos, and they were like, oh, we really love your videos. Like, would you ever like give us a shout out? And I'm like, hell yeah. Like I was putting their link in my descriptions. Dennis and his wife are both members of my group, and I give them shout outs all the time. Jess is actually getting me my groomsmen gifts that I'm going to give to my groomsmen because she has just the greatest stuff on her page. So, I mean, to join like a group where you have somebody that you consider family and you make a connection like that. And I mean, he always shares my videos. He always like promotes me and I promote him. Like to me, that's what it's all about. And I mean, I wound up doing a live show with Dapper D. I love Dapper D.
Yeah.
I mean, he is like a brother to me. And, I want to bring him onto my show because he's the one that brought me into StreamYard. He's like, yo, try this out. Do this. We'll get together. So, I mean, for me, it's just about building my family. I have a very small family. I have my father, my mother, and that's it. So for me to have this outreach of family that I consider everyone here, you, Kevin, Juan. I mean, I just invited you guys, before the show even started, like, hey, would you guys be at my wedding? Like, I would love to have you guys there. No, you don't need to bring cigars to sell, nothing. Just you guys come, hang out, have a good time. And, I want you guys there because you guys are a part of like that
I'll shoot you
family.
my address.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Hey, he'll be my N1.
Yeah. Hey, like I said, I would love to have you guys at my wedding because it's not about me. It's about the love that I have for all the people that I continue to meet and that I continue to grow with.
Sean, I gotta say, I came in, to the office. Juan set up the podcast that we were doing with you on your show. So
Right.
I walked in. I had no clue who you were, not an idea. And I've done a million of these. Some have gone well, some haven't. And, unfortunately, I just didn't know who you were. And we get on there. You were so excited to have John on, which I loved. Yeah. But then my brother goes nuts and messaging me. He goes like, "You're on this guy's show." My brother was in love with you. And that was one of the most fun shows I've ever done. And I walked into it going, I have no idea what I'm walking into. It could be bad. It could be good. That was so much fun. And then all of a sudden, you show up and I get to meet you in person, met your fiance.
Yeah.
You're such an awesome dude. Yeah, like if you live closer, you'd be part of what we call our inner circle.
Absolutely.
Like Marzala's in it right now. This shop is technically closed. It's technically closed right now, but we get to, we're fortunate that we're in the inner circle here and we're able to use it. But, you would be definitely hanging out with us a lot more. Just everything you bring to the industry, everything that you bring personally, you're just a cool guy that people want to hang out with.
That's what it's all about, dude.
I appreciate it. Because he's a guy I want to hang out with.
Yeah, and that's the thing, Sean. It's all about, I always say, which I had a lot of people always tell me is like, John, my ex-wife used to say it. She goes, she used to say this all the time is, John, how are you such a good, you're good with characters, people, a good judge of character, she used to say. I'm like, I don't know, because she always used to say, it's like, I could meet somebody and like, this guy's a freaking douchebag. And she'd be like, well, how do you know? And then like a week later, she goes, yeah, you know what? You're right. The guy's a douchebag. It's like, I don't know. I just had that feeling. But Sean, you're not a douchebag. You're actually pretty cool.
No, I appreciate it.
But Sean, like Kevin was saying, it was like when I sat in, I picked up like, this guy is sincere, that you were legitimate, and you actually loved the cigar stuff, and guys can pick up on that, and it's that, and deal with, like I said, in the world now with COVID, with these groups, is like there's so many out there.
Yep.
Some are good and some are bad, and I'm not going into names or anything, but you can pick out who is legitimate and who is like a bullshitter that all they're looking for is like, hey, I want you in my group because of this.
Right.
And for me, it's like, no, it's like, Sean, I want you in my group because you're cool and I want to hang out with you. And that's it. It's like, there's nothing extra. I'm not trying to sell you stock in anything and Johnny Smokes.
Exactly.
It's like, as you see, like Ron, like saying Sean is good people. And that's what it's all about, is like, it's easy. If like my and I consider myself a good judge of character, and Sean, you're definitely one of the good ones, brother. Like these two gentlemen sitting to my left here, I consider these guys very close friends, and like since I spent, I love John, but since I been spending a lot of time with this character right here, I consider it like Kevin a best friend. It's like, and that's what it's all about. And with all the guys out there, like I said, Eric and Bill and Ron and Lena, I consider these guys super close friends, not just cigar people. No, exactly. You're friends. You're friends. So,
and we're fortunate we get to hang out. We're in a good area.
Yeah.
Yep. And the funniest part for me was I wound up, coming up to Kevin right before I was about to leave, and I said to him, like, "Hey, man, like, did your brother come in yet?" And he goes, "Yeah, he's been here. He's actually he's right over here." And he calls his brother over, and he goes, "Hey, this is Sean." And I put my hand out. I was like, "Hey, man, how's it going?" And he goes, "Hey, how's it going?" And as soon as Kevin said, from the smoking section, Kevin's brother's eyes like got about like the size of dinner plates, and he's just like, "Oh,
and Sean,
Sean,
I'll tell you what, that he is a tough nut to crack.
My brother's not easy.
Yeah, he's not easy.
No.
And you know what? I'm actually surprised. What I'm not surprised, but it was when he took a liking to me right away. But I've seen David is not. He's a tough nut to crack. I've seen him
he doesn't like a lot.
He doesn't like a lot of people. He distances himself from people that he's like. He'll shake your hand. How's it going? Stay the fuck away from me. You know what I mean? So, but
I mean, I thought he was the coolest guy. I mean, when I met him,
he's a great guy.
I wish that I had met him earlier.
Oh my God! And I take that from Mom and Pop Kythen, who I've slept at their place a couple times after having a few libations. Got up in the morning. I had a coffee and an egg and some toast. And your parents are the best.
Thank you.
I mean, it was such a great experience. And, for me, like I said, the biggest thing was, I told Jess, I wound up having a cigar box that had my stickers in it. Cause I said, I wanted to mail you guys out the smoking section stickers. Cause I said, like, at the protocol event, like, hey, I want to mail you guys these, send me your addresses. And then when you guys said that the event was coming up, I was like, you know what? Not like I'm cheap, but I want to hand it to them in person, because these guys are going to be here. They gave me their time. I'd rather do it in person. And you guys were running around. Kevin had all his arms filled with beer, walking up, and I'm like, "Hey, Kevin," and he just walked in. He's like, "Hey, how's it going, man? I'll see you in a bit." And it was just like gone. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to pick my moments. And when I got in line to get the J train, when they finally said, like, "Yo, they're on sale now, get up in there," I'm like, all right. I grabbed mine and I said, here you go, John. Like, this is for you, but this is about you today. Don't make a big scene about it. This is for you, but just because it wasn't about me going to the event to bring on new people. It was me to be there for you, and just to walk into a place, to have so many people that were just like, "Yo, man, we recognize you from the show. You did a really good job. Like, we liked watching it. It made me feel good, but it was also like it wasn't like, oh my God, the guy from the smoking section. It was like a nice chill, like, we're all here for John. We're all here for protocol, but we're going to give you credit where credit is due." And that was the nicest thing in the world. It didn't turn into something.
That's what it's about. It's like the way I looked at it is guys like you and Nick Barzigliano from the Clowns and from the crew from New York, it was, from everywhere. It was just, for me, like I said, it was surreal, but it was awesome because, like I said, these are guys that I've never met in person, like yourself and like Nick, and Lena has a shop, so I met Lena a bunch of times. Ron I met a couple times for coming down, and just guys like that. It was just for me to finally put a face to an online presence. It was to me, it was just like, it was heaven. It was like, and like I said, it's like, I got Kevin here saying, "John, pace yourself." Cause with me, my biggest problem is when I'm having a great, oh my God.
Right.
Next thing I know, I'm like freaking half in a bag. But
5 o'clock in the afternoon.
And this thing started at 3.
It's not my first event.
Well, it was my first. So it's like, it was great to have this guy, but like, Remer, pace yourself, which I did. I think I behaved pretty freaking good.
You did great.
I did great. Yeah. And then at the end of the night, when it came down to where everybody was clearing out, then I sort of let loose. I bet the ponies a little bit. I did good. I actually hit $100. So it was like, but like I said, it's all the camaraderie about the group and the guys that showed up, and not just showed up. I just don't want to just say thank you to the guys that showed up. I want to say thank you to the guys out there in different parts of the country that couldn't make it and purchase the cigars. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. And you know what? That's a phrase I use a lot of, and I don't use it softly. Is which you, Kevin, you've heard it, and I know John is. When I say thank you from the bottom of my heart, I'm not bullshitting. I'm talking from my freaking heart. Thank you. You know, I'm not one of these freaking paper tigers. I'm gonna freaking come out when I say thank you from the bottom of my heart to everybody. When I do a live, I mean it. It's solid. It's written in stone. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. So I just wanted to elaborate, as you can say, on that. Thank you. You didn't have to word that one out.
You know, I think the coolest thing for me is, you know, Jess doesn't smoke cigars. You know, so like bringing her, she's always been very supportive of, you know, me smoking cigars and doing whatever. She's actually the one that pushed me to doing my cigar reviews and trying to get interviews. You know, she even offered, she goes, I'm off from school during the day. Like, if you want, I can try and contact people and see, you know, what we could do. And, you know, for me to bring her to that event and just, you know, it was like our outing, and her to kind of sit back and say, like, you know, this is your thing. You do you, you be you. For her to sit back, and then on our drive back, you know, we're just kind of, you know, talking about how great it was. I'm still like, oh my God, I can't believe this just happened. You know, for her to look at me and from the bottom of her heart say, like, it amazes me how all of you guys, between Johnny, Kevin, Juan, Lena, Rammy, Pops, you know, Grey Wolf, you know, for all you guys to never meet each other and to act as though like you guys were like the best of friends from like days gone by. She goes, it made me feel like I understand why you do what you do. And that's coming from like a non-smoker. That's coming from somebody who never smoked a cigarette, never smoked pot, never smoked a cigar. Her sitting there saying, now I kind of understand. Seeing the way all you guys are, I think this was a great decision for me to kind of like back you with this. And that really meant like a lot to me to be able to say, like, I've made friends and I've extended my family without any of you having a choice in the matter.
No, but the best part is Sean, is that that's what it's all about. Is like, listen, we got a lot of guys out there who their significant other, whether it be a guy or a girl who's a smoker, and their significant other is not, is to make them feel comfortable. It's like, hey, listen, just because you don't smoke, that doesn't make you bad. We want you to be a part of the crew. We want you to be, see this right here? We want you to be part of this right here. This beautiful, beautiful sign. And that's what it's all about. Here, hold on. Let me just cock that up a little bit. The J train right there. I apologize. There you go.
Right there. That beautiful sign right there.
Yeah, we want everybody to be, whether it's smoker or non-smoker, we want you to be a part of the crew. You know, and because there's a lot of significant others out there that don't smoke. But that doesn't mean they can't be part of the group and have a great time. And listen, like you said, I don't care if your fiance never smoked a cigar, whether she never smokes a cigar in her entire life. But you know what? She was here. She supported you.
She had a good time.
She had a great time.
She had a great time.
And in turn, when she supports you, she supports us.
Right.
Because she sees the joy that you have in interacting with such a great group as these guys right here. You know, and that's what it's all about. And that's
I mean, I could have sworn, you know when you go to like the boardwalk and you see that parent who has the little kid with a backpack on and it's supposed to look like a monkey's tail, but it's literally a leash. I swear, before, if she could have gotten it shipped prior to that, she would have had me in one of those book bags. Because I mean, I was like running up the sidewalk, like, where do I go? Where do I go? I know he's here. He's got to be here somewhere. and like, I'm dragging her, like we're holding hands walking up this, and she goes, "Why are you walking so fast?" I was like, "Because we're here." Like, I'm home. Like, I'm home away from home. And then as soon as we walked in, like, she even made a comment. She goes, "Have you ever been to the cigar shop before?" I was like, "No, this is my first time here." And she goes, "And they treated you like that?" Like,
well, that's what it's about. And you know what the best thing is about Johnny Smokes Uncut is sometimes we pick this computer up.
oh, let's do it up. I'm gonna make you
Listen,
large.
I want to show. Oh, Jesus Christ, Kevin, can you grab that then?
Yes.
I want to show you. I want to show you his initial stuff was. And if I lose Wi-Fi, I apologize. But guys, this is what his path was down here. I'm coming down the steps out in the yard.
Uh oh. Johnny got a little excited. He wound up losing the Wi-Fi. Oh, there he is.
That? He came up this walkway. We had the tent over. Oh, it was basically
over there.
This whole area. So we have people partying here, and you know what? This is what it's all about. And listen, I'm on top of the deck now. So as you can see, we had the fire, this little fire thing here. Right there. And this side we had going here. Look at the table. It was sunny. It was beautiful. And then this is the entrance to this beautiful shop right here. CCC from the back. So, guys, bear with me. I hope you don't mind, Sean. I'm taking everybody for a walk. So
Yeah,
you come into this beautiful area here. Oh, look at that beautiful flag and kite. There's Marzala is right there.
There he is.
So then what we do is this is an important part for guys that had a couple beers. This is the bathroom right here. So, and I'm not going to go upstairs, but you go upstairs, these steps right here, it goes all the way up. There's a boardroom, a card room, and a bathroom up there. And we are in the middle section here. This is another lounge area. They got a little humidor here. This is more of if you guys are in the infused cigars right there. So then we move out into this main area. Now this is the front door right here. If you enter, you come through the front entrance. That's right there. We got cigars there. Oh, Kevin's turning lights on. This is the other section over here. Kevin's actually that's why Kevin's super interactive. So this is where we are. Kevin, let's walk over this way quick. This is the cash register.
That's where you bought them at.
Yeah, that's where you bought everything at. You know what? They actually have like beard oil and stuff like that right here.
I almost bought some.
Well, you know, I got a little beard. I don't buy a lot of beard oil. But listen, this is another section. Like, if you guys see right now, I am literally walking right through where there used to be a wall. This used to be a wall right here. And they broke this side open. Now you got this whole beautiful side. And then you've got this nice little lounge, like right over here. Okay, look at that beautiful specimen. That's Kevin Kythen right there. So, and they got the hoodies for sale. This is like a little entertainment section, and this is their offices are up this side, and this is the kitchen. This will be the last spot. This is the kitchen where all the food was made for the event. We got beer in that here. Let's see. Hold on, one second. I'm gonna show you guys the fridge. Screw it. So if you guys want like beverages, look, everything and anything is in this beautiful fridge. So, and this is what it's all about, guys. Here, we'll head back, and but that's what it's all about. We wanted to give you guys a quick walkthrough of since they were super supportive caravan. We'll get back. Sorry, Sean. I wanted to take everybody for a walk.
No. Hey, we've been sitting for an hour and 13 minutes, man. We all needed to stretch our legs a little bit.
Oh, there we did. I stretched mine, and it was a nice. And let me get back down here. So, guys, that's what it's all about here, and that's what Sean experienced with his lovely fiance.
Yep, it was an amazing time, and like I said, I mean, the shop is beautiful. The camaraderie was beautiful. The welcomes were beautiful. I mean, it was an amazing day, and that's why I said to myself and Jess, I said, I got to get Johnny Smokes on. I got to get the J Train in here for a live cigar review because I wanted everybody to experience the Johnny Smokes that I got to experience. And for those of you, I think Ron wound up posting the link for Johnny Smokes in here, right here. If you get the chance, click on that link right there for Johnny Smokes. If you're not already a member of Johnny Smokes, expand your horizons. What are you doing? Stop just sticking to two groups. Join a bunch because you're missing out a lot on Johnny Smokes and Caravan. Caravan as well. They have their own group as well.
It's funny you say that, Sean, is because, believe it or not, I belong to probably 115 groups. Now, I do not post in all 115, but I post. I got a couple core groups I post in who've been super supportive. You know, I got the Fat Ash, PHAT. That's how they spell it. Mocha Cigars, which is like a European. I got the UK Cigar Club. They're awesome. C2, the Caravan Group, and just to name a few. And like I said, there is a lot more that I'm super supportive of. And that's what it's all about. And like if I smoke an Aganorsa cigar, the Aganorsa Acolytes, if I smoke something from Lazona, the Lazona group, I'll post on there. Yeah, because you want to keep in that sort of, I don't want to post a Fuente on Lazona.
Right.
So
or Perdomo or wherever.
Right. So I post what I'm smoking, as you guys know, that morning. Every morning I smoke usually a different cigar. And if it's a sponsor for the group, yes, I do favor the sponsor. Like this month for Johnny Smokes Uncut is Altadis. So yes, the Espiritu number 2, the Monte Cristo 1935 anniversary. And we've had Drew Estate as a sponsor. We've had upcoming. We have General Cigars, CAO. And we got Rocky Patel coming up. We have BCP coming up. We have these guys for their pool party. We got Caravan coming up.
Caravan.
We
And the Taser.
oh, shut up.
And
We also have in June we have Rockefeller Cigars is in June.
And he's another local.
He's a local guy.
He was here for the Johnny.
He came here. Yep. Yes, he did. Kevin came here, and he was super supportive. So we have, like, I'm telling you guys, this is a great shop. This is a great group, and I'm super happy the way everything's going.
Well, I hope you guys know. I know that we said that this is about the J Train tonight, but I know that Kevin probably didn't get my home address, and he's still trying to figure out how to get me the Taser for my engagement gift. But I hope.
Yeah. Sean, I don't want to hear it. I didn't even get a freaking Taser yet. I'm just excited his character.
I know exactly. I'm like, I hit up Kevin. I hit up Juan. I was like, so engagement gift, anybody? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, Sean. I need to give a pint of blood to get a freaking Taser off this character.
I had to give a kidney. I don't know what you're talking about.
This is. Do what? Here. Hell with him. Yeah,
exactly.
No Taser, no camera. Hell with him.
No camera, no Kevin. That's what I'm talking about. But I hope you guys know I have the link up on my phone for Friday, and I'm off on Friday. So as soon as that drops, I already have an order set in for the Taser.
Yeah,
so
I should have had a Taser right now in my hand. Guess what, Sean? I ain't got one. You know why?
You ain't got one.
Because this character forgot to bring one for me.
Well,
I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud? Yes, I did.
No, I thought that was a thought bubble. Well, I hope when the time comes, when the Taser comes out, I hope to have Kevin and Juan, and of course my man Johnny Smokes. I would hope to have you guys back on another live cigar review. Probably not right away, but I do want to have you guys. I know you guys are all busy. Like I said, and I want everybody to know, and this is I'm gonna zoom up on myself real quick. I want everybody to know these are busy guys. So like if you're waiting in line to try and get with Kevin or Johnny or Juan or all three of them at once, they're busy guys. So you can't just say oh, well, he didn't get to me right away. You got to understand these guys, they all have lives, they all have jobs, and they all do their thing every single day. So I am blessed enough that I have you guys here again for a second time in the smoking section, but I am hoping that when things slow down after the Taser drops in, I want to have you guys back again to give us the lowdown on the Taser, because I know that might be at the protocol pool party too. If there's only 500 bundles, maybe we got 100 left over for.
If it is at the protocol pool party, that would be a raffle prize. We won't be selling it there. That's an exclusive for Smokin. So we're not going to be selling it there.
Yeah,
the cigars we'll be selling is
Well, since I don't have one, am I eligible for the raffle at least?
Oh,
but I want to know
I
real
don't
quick.
hand out cigars. I'm sorry. That's
Bullshit. Juan dealt those things out like a freaking Atlantic City dealer. I didn't get shit.
Who did you name?
Juan Cancel.
Right, not me. I did not hand out any cigars.
Now,
so-
you know what?
So I want to
Listen,
know,
Sean, I gotta
for
bust
anybody
his chops. If I don't bust his chops, he'll think I don't like him.
I'll give you a wait. Here's the deal, John. I'll give you a taser when I see you checked out and you got that new MacBook Pro.
Oh,
That's the deal now. You heard
how
it
do
here
I get
first.
how do I get mine? Because I'm still trying to figure out. Like, I have a perfectly good computer. I have no problems here.
You know what? Hey, Sean, am I allowed to curse?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Fuck the both of yous. I should have a fucking taser in my hand right now, but this deadbeat didn't get me a damn thing. Nah. But
So,
you know what?
so
Hey,
I want to
listen.
know. I
Go
want to know right now, Kevin. For those of the people that are still with us, is it only exclusive through Smokin, or can we go to Cigar Dojo as well? Because Cigar Dojo says that they'll put a link in to get it. Will that link
just gonna link
bring
them
us
to
over
Smokin.
to Smokin?
It's Smokin.
Okay.
Smokin. So yeah, that's gonna be crazy. We're gonna be probably crashing web servers and everything. So guys, so I've done this a few times. Be patient, right? Don't get worked up. You'll be able to get them, right?
Yeah.
So
I'll get mine off my
Juan
Zala.
is on his way down to Florida as we speak. He's texting me right now.
Are you serious?
He's driving.
All right, I'll wait for freaking Marzella to get his. Marzella, can I get one off you?
No, there's none. I don't have any. So you got to order them through Smokin, right? So order them through Smokin. That's going to be live noon Friday. Log in. They'll have them. There may be some issues. I don't know. But typically when a
Smokin's usually pretty good though, dude. Smokin's
Exactly.
yeah. So hopefully, but you guys, there's 500 bundles available. Obviously, with COVID and it being in Florida, you know, a lot of our following up here, it's no secret. A lot of our following's up here in the Northeast. So we typically would do that at Famous Smoke Shop. We switched it up. Smokin. He's a good partner of ours. So follow that. They're going to be going live, I think, on Saturday. I think they're going to.
See, that's the one thing, Sean, is like, especially like I said, which I held the J train up, and with Kevin talking about the taser here, I'll hold it up again. There's the J train. Is the thing with these things, guys, is like, don't freaking like slack on these things when we put them out, like we did with the J train on the opening day. They sold out in literally less than 8 hours.
Yep.
Well, less online, right? A lot of these guys are online, right?
Yeah, but they sold out huge, and the taser's going to be the same thing. So listen, don't dick around, order them, and like I said, with the taser and with what's it, the Elliot Ness here.
Yep.
The Elliot Ness is another thing, guys. I'll tell you what, which dude, I like the natural, but that Elliot Ness Maduro, dude, is freaking the shit.
And we had a deal on that too, right? So we had a deal on the Elliot Ness that if you bought a box of the Elliot Ness, you got the paddy wagon as well, right?
Yeah, but you got to watch. The only one thing we want to say is you got to watch what the time frame is on that deal.
Right.
You know, because
Exactly.
sometimes the shop will do it for like, say, a weekend.
Yep.
So you got to watch. Not that everybody goes out there and purchases that thinking, oh, I'm gonna get a bundle of this, and they don't get it. You got to see what the like with Caravan here. If they push those two and they're like, oh, it's like 3 days only or a day of, you got to watch. Just please watch and don't say like, oh my God,
Don't hesitate.
Don't hesitate and don't assume that you're going to get that deal. So make sure the deal is there, and if you guys see the deal come out, take it like right then. You know,
and I'll be honest with you, I was so happy. I wound up getting the paddy wagon when I came to Caravan. That was the first bundle I bought before I even bought the J Train. I wanted to support Caravan right off the bat, and I actually did a cigar review on it. And I got to tell you, the paddy wagon is an amazing cigar.
Yeah, it is. And
it
you know
really
what?
is.
Listen, yes, I'm here to shill this thing, but the Paddy Wagon guys, I'm telling you what, if you haven't had it, you don't know what you're missing. And I'll say that even trying to shill this damn cigar, even though it's not out there, it's like the Paddy Wagon is a great stick. It's, dude, that Elliot Ness Maduro too is another one that I think is a home run.
Absolutely.
Personal opinion. The bundle deal here, is that still going? Yeah. All right, here. Marzala gave me this post. This is the bundle deal. Hold on. The bundle deal is this right here. Can you see it?
A little more to your left. There you go. There you go. Perfect.
Guys, $190 for this deal right now. That's still going, right?
Yeah, 10.
Yeah, he
20
put this on right
cigars.
now. 20 cigars. It's the Elliot Ness and the Paddy Wagon. Guys, I'm telling you what, get them now because once they're out, thanks, John. I appreciate it. Is once they're out, they're done. And you know, like I said,
They'll make more, but those
yeah, they'll make more, but you're gonna have to wait. Same thing with the J Train is yes. The initial 200 bundles was out. They sold out literally. I want to say 8 hours, dude. I think it was 8 hours.
It was close, like 8 to 9.
It was close. And then we have 100 coming for the pool party. And if you don't go to that, there's a good chance you're not going to get them until we come back out with the 200 extra bundles, which we are going to spread out to different shops that want the J Train. And to tell you guys right now, how many shops that I'll ask Kevin because he knows more than me because he hears it. How many extra shops want the J Train right now?
10.
We know 10 different shops that want the J Train right now.
Yep.
And that's before the pool party.
Yep.
So guys, if you have a chance to get it, get on it now.
Exactly. And I mean, if you're not into like specialty cigars, but you're into the guys that are putting out these cigars, such as Johnny Smokes, Protocol, Caravan Cigar Company, support them because that's what it's about. Like supporting the guys that are out there that are making this happen for people like us, like me, like a regular guy that just loves smoking cigars. Support them because they're doing fine. You know what I mean? Like they're not that they're like making it big, but they're doing this for us. So the way that you say thanks to those people is by saying, you know what, I'm going to go out and I'm going to support them.
Yep.
I don't buy a box of cigars often, but you know what, I'm going to buy the Elliot Ness because you know what, I really like Protocol.
That is the thing with this, which I'm going to throw out the Ricky Rodriguez scenario. If everybody knows Ricky Rodriguez, he's the master blender, even though he hates being called master blender for CAO and General Cigars. I don't know, Sean, you heard Ricky Rodriguez?
I have.
All right. So I was at an event down near Philly at K's. I posted live, and I gave Ricky one of my cigars. And I said, Ricky, I want honest opinion. I've interviewed Ricky numerous times. And I said, I want your honest opinion. Now, this is a master blender. My asshole's puckering like tighter than a snare drum because I'm like, this guy's going to be like, your cigar tastes like shit. And I'm like, all right, Ricky, would you try this for me? And he goes, I'll smoke it next. Well, I see Ricky Rodriguez lighting my cigar up. All right. And he's puffing away and he's talking and he's carrying on. And he goes, hey, John, what's the blend on this? So I told him the blend. He didn't say anything after that. I'm like, oh, God. Oh, God. And he goes, John, what's the price point? So before he left, and he actually, I said, can you take a picture of this online? Because you got to remember, corporate things, sometimes they cannot take pictures of another manufacturer's cigar online. He goes, let's take a picture. And he took a picture of the J Train, which I posted. And he told me, John, it's a great cigar. So I'm like, okay. And then I told him, hey, Ricky, we're leaving. I got to head out. And he pulled me aside and he goes, I just want to tell you, great job. He goes, I'll tell you what, if I didn't buy this cigar, he goes, I would definitely buy this. Because I gave it to him. He goes, I would definitely buy the cigar. It's freaking phenomenal. Now, this is Ricky Rodriguez is telling me he would buy my cigar, and I told him no bullshit. So that was, when you talk about being legitimate, if Ricky Rodriguez is telling me he would buy my cigar, if he would walk into a shop, I'll tell you what, it was like it was to me hitting. It was a lotto ticket. It was like hitting a lotto. So just to throw that out there, guys. So this is Ricky Rodriguez giving me props. And I was very, very happy on that.
Take it to Protocol Pool Party. You might have a shot at Johnny Smoke's cigar.
Yeah, exactly. That's the other thing is like, hey, guys, if you want to get this cigar, is the Protocol Pool Party. Kevin, tell them, explain Protocol. Sean, can you explain that? You all right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
go ahead. Explain Protocol Pool Party.
I'll do it quick. July 17th. Tickets are on sale right now. So if you guys are watching this, you get a $50 discount right now. It's only $150. You get a bundle of 10 Protocol cigars with our
thanks,
right there.
Thanks, Ron.
Thanks, Ron. So you get a bundle of a probable cause Mexican San Andreas wrapped, double wrapper with that Themis Ecuadorian Connecticut. I think this cigar, well, I already know, is going to be a hit. I think it's going to be a hit, but I kind of know it's going to be a hit. And we only have 200 bundles of this being made for the 200 people that show up.
But when they show up, Kevin, what else can they get?
They can get the J Train. Only 100 bundles.
Only 100, guys. So listen, you're going to get that wonderful deal that Kevin talked about. Plus, you will have access. This isn't going online. This isn't getting sold anywhere else. The next 100 bundles, the next 100. Thanks, Sean. The next 100 bundles. Sean's good with that close-up camera. I love this shit. The next 100 bundles that this will be sold with this cigar will be at the Protocol Pool Party.
July 17th.
July 17th.
Chelsea Sun Inn in Mount Bethel, PA. It's about 20 minutes from Famous Smoke Shop. A lot of you know where that is. Fly in. We got a hotel room block. ProtocolCigars.com. I know Ron just put it up, but you can buy your tickets there. They're going up to $200. We're doing an early bird special so we can kind of gauge. We're going to be maxed out at 200, so we wanted to do for the big supporters a little discount. I know those guys will buy early. We're going to have a live band. We got a DJ. Jason Leiterman is sick. Dear Anna's playing. This band is unbelievable. Pool you can smoke in. We got an Olympic-sized freaking hot tub you can smoke in. We've got Go Girls going to be there. All you can eat, all you can drink. It's going to be a blast. We have a camping option if you don't want to do a hotel. We got every option. You want to rent an RV? We got RV parking.
Yeah, and the best part was anybody that wants to bring say you bring a tent and it's pouring out. Guess what? They have a tent that you could go underneath a tent.
No, that's what the tents have to be. Yes.
Oh yeah, but you're covered. You can take your tent underneath a tent that's supplied, and you will be dry. And the best part is like last year. It was a great event. COVID was kind of strong, and they were kind of like really particular with their locations. This one here, you can smoke almost everywhere. Almost everywhere. Hot tub, pool. What about it? Everywhere.
Under the tent, wherever. Anywhere outside you can smoke.
And here's the best part.
All COVID compliant.
The best part about all of this is you are getting a deal. Because not only are you getting some awesome cigars, but you are going to be a part of something that if you never felt like you had family before, if you never felt like you got like to meet anybody before, you get to meet them all. And that's the best part. You get to meet the Protocol guys, you get to meet new friends, new family, new people, and you get an experience that you cannot buy anywhere else except for here.
And you get that J Train cigar, that you get that bundle, you will get the patch with it. That comes with it, right?
Yes.
We got the patches. So you will get the patch with that cigar, boom. Look at freaking Sean. Sean's on point. Look at it. There it is. Sean got it. I got it. I gotta give props to Marzella. He let me borrow his patch. You bastard, you. So he let me borrow his patch, but you will get this with it. And I'll tell you what. You cannot beat it. If I have enough of which I don't have on me right now, I apologize. If you do not have the J Train cigar, the original J, not this one, the original J Train cigar, I will be working the table for the J Train cigar, I will give you the original J Train patch on top of this patch. So I'm double patching your ass. I'm double patching. I'm calling it out now.
So now, what I'm going to suggest, and this is only for me. This is for anybody that had the same feeling. But for me, because I didn't want to bother too many people, because it was a busy day, the day that the J Train dropped. Within the next couple of weeks, I'm making a trip to Caravan Cigar Company, and I want to have Johnny Smokes and Kevin and Juan, if possible, sign my J Train wrap. When it comes to like the whole red thing, the whole red packaging, I want to have it signed and ready. And I'm going to bring this up real quick as well. Where is it? I already have my father saying I can see a road trip in our future, and I can see Terry saying, Terry, we have to make a Saturday trip to Caravan Cigar. So we're going to hook it up,
guys. Let me know.
We're gonna come up.
Sean, we're normally here anyway. But I'll tell you what. Do me a favor. When you got that wonderful crew coming, let me know, because we will actually we'll pack the place, number one. Number two, we'll have the patches here to pass out to you wonderful guys. And number three is I will let somebody pick the ponies that I'm betting. So number four is we're gonna sit here and we're gonna smoke together like there's no tomorrow. We're gonna have a blast. I'm telling you. Exactly. And I'll tell you what, we'll bring the. I'll tell you what. Anybody that shows up and they mention the smoking section, I will make you a Johnny Smokes Manhattan on this guy.
Ooh, right that's cool right there.
That's it.
You will get a Johnny Smokes Manhattan if you come here and you mention that you're with the smoking section. You will get this Johnny Smokes uncut Manhattan with the Luxardo cherry. I'm just saying.
And I'm going to add to that, Johnny. I'm going to add to that.
It's getting better.
I'm going to make a post on the day that we decide. It might be like April, the day that we decide. I'm going to make a post in Johnny Smokes and in the smoking section and anywhere that takes it. If you come in and you mention the smoking section, not only will you get a Johnny Smokes Manhattan, but I'm going to have smoking section stickers as well that we are going to be passing out along with Manhattans and patches as well.
Man, it's going to be crazy. I'm in.
So we're going to plan it. Be ready for it.
We may have something that you could piggyback on.
Okay.
We have our rep, Heather, coming in April 10th.
Oh!
I don't know what you're doing April 10th, but that's a Saturday. Come up.
Do you hear that? That's if that can work, Sean. We got Heather coming in, and I'll tell you what. I think it's gonna be a blast, dude. We get the pizzas from next door.
We never have like a bad time.
No, we never have a freaking bad time, dude. That's why I hang out here, because they're all great times. Jesus Christ.
Hey, you know what? It sounds like an awesome plan to me. So we'll hook it up. I'll get a post all ready for it. We will get in there, and anybody who mentions, even if you mention, hey, I'm part of Johnny Smokes, you're gonna get a sticker from the smoking section as well. I don't even care if you're a member or not. You're gonna get a sticker from the smoking section,
and you will get a Johnny Smokes Manhattan.
There we go.
Gentlemen, I got added to the smoking section today.
You got added to the smoking section today?
Yeah. One of your, I don't know if it's an admin or a moderator, like this guy that I've been in contact with, he was like, oh, I requested it. I was like, how am I not added into this? And I'm like, I added myself. And then, hey, the guy messaged me, I just approved you. And I'm like, yeah, I saw that. Thank you so much.
There you go. Now Kythen's part of the family.
There it is. Growing daily, ladies and gentlemen.
And you know what? I got to thank John Marzala, which I got it in my herf over here, but he dropped one of these J Train cigars right here. Thank you, Marzala, for the cigar. Thank you, brother. So because I already smoked my first one that I had in my pocket, and you know what? Do you know what cigar I got right here? Do you know what this is? I'm going to show this because I want to call it out. This right here is a Sean Williams from CAO. This is his personal cigar. I got this earlier today when a friend hooked me up. So I got this cigar here. I'm smoking this tomorrow. I will post this bad boy.
Well, I can't wait.
An event only. And you know what? I don't know how I got it because you know what? It's amazing. So, but that's what this is all about, guys. Get your ass down here when Sean posts this. Get here. Johnny Smokes Manhattan. We got the Luxardo cherries, which if you drink a Manhattan without Luxardo, it's not a Manhattan. It's not a Manhattan. It's just a drink.
Right.
I'm just.
And I already told you, Johnny. My dad's a big Manhattan guy.
Oh,
he loves Manhattans.
Dude, you gotta bring him. Do what? I will actually make him when your pop comes here. When he does, which I'm sure he will. I'm not gonna make him like. Which I always say this, Sean, is when I'm here and there's like 15 requests from Manhattan. I'm like really quick. Boom, 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 boom. This is it. Luxardo out the door.
Right.
Your dad comes here. I will take the time to make him a proper Johnny Smokes.
Nice.
Manhattan with the Luxardo cherry, and I will let him pick my first horse on this big screen right over here. I'll let him pick it. And if whatever we hit, I will split with Pops. I'm telling you.
It's a date. It's a date, brother. It's a date.
That's how I do it. That's how we do it here.
That's how we do it here. But gentlemen, I'm not going to try and cut anybody off. Is there anything that you guys want to add before we wind up kind of closing out for the night? Is there anybody that wants to close out for the night?
Yeah, I got one thing, but I want to ask them first. Anything?
Let me zoom you in. Let me zoom you in.
All right. So, do what? I'm going to close it out with this. I want to thank everybody who joined the smoking section, and I want to thank Sean for inviting me on so I can spew my rhetoric. And I want to say to everybody out there, thank you for the support for this wonderful cigar that we were all here for, this damn thing. And I want to say this is a wonderful group. And again, Sean, thank you. That's basically what I want to say is a big thank you for you for inviting us on. Seriously.
Well, I just want to say for my portion of the end of this stream, I want to thank everybody. I want to thank Johnny Smokes for coming onto the show. Like I said, it is extremely hard to find people that actually want to be interviewed by a small time guy such as myself, and to have Johnny Smokes and Protocol Cigars, and to have Caravan host the beautiful event such as the J Train dropping, and also allowing you guys to come on in, smoke some cigars while you're on or in the smoking section, I should say. I just want to thank all of you guys for the love, the support. And like I said, I mean, I've been posting in Caravan. I really love their shop. I've been posting everything. Every time Juan or Kevin or Johnny post something, I share it to my page. I want you guys to always feel free. Even if somebody from Caravan, if they're in the smoking section, post. I have no rules. There's no like advertising rules. Post whatever you got. I am a big supporter of all, and
well,
unless
that goes both ways, Sean. Which, like I said, I give you carte blanche to post whatever you want on Johnny Smokes Uncut, because, and I'm speaking for me, Kevin, and the admin, is we appreciate you, we support you, so we will be more than happy to have you post on Johnny Smokes Uncut for your show. And I promise, any chance I can be there, I'm on there, dude. Seriously, I love it.
I appreciate it.
Feel free to post whenever you want.
And I appreciate it. Like I said, I mean, I've extended my family, even more. I've already asked everybody to be at my wedding. Like I said, it's not just friends or acquaintances or smoke buddies. It's family to me. And I just want to thank everybody who has shown support, who has shown love to myself, and of course to Johnny Smokes on his page. I know that Eric Mikowski was always in my page, and as soon as I started sharing things for Johnny Smokes, I think he joined up. I think I invited him actually into your page.
Yeah. He's been like, I'll see you there. I'll see you there. I'm like, dude, I hope I see you there.
Yep.
Eric has been wonderful. And Eric, I want to thank you for being both supportive for Sean and myself. I want to say that. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
And like I said, I mean, you guys are great, and I've said this before, and I don't care if I don't get another interview after I say this, but having Protocol Cigars and Johnny Smokes in the smoking section, I don't think anybody could beat these two interviews that I've had live in the smoking section. So I just want to thank you guys so much for everything you guys have done.
We'll be back.
We'll definitely be back. Do you what, Sean? Do you what we got to do is like when you come down to the Protocol pool party. I think we got to do something live, me and you, and then we'll invite this character right here.
Absolutely.
And we do something live. We did it with D. We did D from the Royal Leaf. We did a live cigar review. So I'll tell you what. When you come down, we will do a live interview on your show, and I'm in, dude. Anytime, brother. Anytime you need that support, we're there.
Well, I can't thank you guys enough, guys. After I do my closeout and everything, I'm going to keep you guys kind of like in the background for a second, and we'll talk before we end it all. But guys, I want to say thank you again, and like I said, everybody,
thanks for having us, brother.
This is Johnny Smokes and Kevin at Caravan Cigar Company. Check out Caravan Cigar Company as always, and definitely, if you're not already a member of Johnny Smokes Uncut, definitely give them a like. There's already a link in the description for YouTube, but make sure you check him out on Facebook as well. Join the group, see all he has to offer. And like I said, Protocol's got some great things coming up. They've already had some great things out. The Elliot Ness, they got the Taser coming out. I mean, the J Train. If you want a good cigar company to go nuts over, forget about all that you've ever learned. Protocol Cigars is the way to go. So definitely keep that in mind, everybody, as well. So, guys, I'm gonna close you guys out real quick. I'm gonna do my outro, and I will see you guys in just a second. All right.
All right, brother.
All right, guys. So that was Johnny Smokes and Kevin in the smoking section. I cannot thank them enough. They really are the best guys to be able to have in an interview. I can't thank them enough for all that they do, and I mean it. I can't stress enough. They're like family to me. And if you've never been able to check out Protocol Cigars, check them out. If you're already part of a bunch of different cigar groups and you just say, well, can I even fit one more? You can actually fit two more. You can fit Caravan Cigar Company on their Facebook group, and you can also fit Johnny Smokes Uncut as well, because they are just absolutely awesome guys. And they're inspirations to us all. So from the smoking section, everybody, I want to thank you all for coming out. I want to thank you all for watching and supporting and showing the love. I love you guys, every single one of you, guys and ladies. I want to thank everybody who shared the video, who watched this. I can't thank you guys enough. So from the smoking section, my name is Sean. As always, stay blessed, stay smoking, and I will catch you guys on the next one. From the smoking section, we out of here. Have a good rest of your week. See you guys later. Bye.